Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Jamal. Hey, I'm just coming off a huge weekend for me. I just celebrated at my 35th high school reunion. There is a previous video that I dropped talking about some of the little bit of experience that I had while I was there. Actually, it was just after the first day. But now that I'm back in the C bus, as they like to call it, Columbus. Just reflecting back over the weekend, folks. Um, some of the most important things that we have in life are not really taught about. And this weekend I got to see some guys that I haven't seen in 35 years. And I don't know if you go to your reunions or not. I've had plenty of opportunities, but I've only been to two because the way our school does it is they feature every school, or I should say every class that ends with like a five. So every 5 years, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, like I experienced, um, all the way up to there was some guys that showed up that was celebrating their 60th high school reunion. 60th. I'm still tripping off the fact that in 15 years, I'll be celebrating my 50th. Actually, yeah, 50th. 50 years away from high school. And normally at these events, the years that they really showcase is 25th and 50th. Those are the major milestones outside of every five. And this is only the second one that I've attended. The very first one was the last reunion, which was my 30th. And at my 30th was the first time I had gone back to my high school um, since graduation day. I hadn't set foot on campus. And again, if for those that don't know, I actually went to a boarding school. At the time. It was all male, Catholic boarding school run by Benedictine monks, and we have a monastery on campus. About 5 or 6 years after I graduated, the school went co-ed. So, um, you know, it's a beautiful campus. It's right outside of Newport, Rhode Island. If you've ever been to the area, if you've ever been to New England, especially in the fall, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Um, but getting back to the weekend, as I reflect, one of the most important things that I think is underrated in life is relationships. And it was interesting and amazing for me to start to interact with some guys, a few of them that I hadn't seen in 35 years. And it was really like almost catching up where you left off. Um, we all had this unique shared experience during our formative years. A lot of folks have gone on, they're living in different places in the United States. We even had one classmate come in all the way from Australia. That's where he's been living for, I think, 15, almost 20 years, 15, 20 years, something like that. Um, you know, those long relationships is something that you need to kindle and foster. How many of you out there can say that you have friends that you've been rocking with for over 30 years? And you have varying degrees as to how the closeness of that relationship may be. But, I happen to have a few people outside of family that I actually have talked to quite a, one person quite a bit for over 40 years. Um, and then, you even got the other relationships and the types of relationships can have an impact on your life. And then, especially in a situation like, this 35th reunion, one of the things that I'll say, folks, is don't, I think one reason why people don't go to reunions, or maybe they don't go to earlier ones, is because of the stage in life of where they're at, or in their careers in particular. And there may be individuals that have jealousy and whatever the case may be. But it was nice for me to sit and to see, number one, to be able to reconnect and celebrate a lot of my classmates' success. And they moved on to some major things. And the one thing that you don't want to do is ever measure yourself to others and what they have going on and what they've accomplished and what they've done. And you are really, the thing that you need to judge for yourself is your progress and your accomplishments. Because there may be certain things that you admire in other people's accomplishments, and then there's going to be other things that people admire with you and your accomplishments. And we are all unique individuals, and according to the scriptures, with our own race to run. And you want to run your race to the best and to the fullest of your potential. And as long as you continue to do that, then everything will be all right. But if you get a chance, I want to encourage you again, go to a reunion. Do family reunions. We haven't done one in a very long time, my family. Got to find somebody to organize it. But yeah, I've got friends who do family reunions every other year. Because again, that relationship is something that, is an enrichment to your life experience. And then eventually there's going to come a point in time where, your life ends point blank. And what sort of legacy are you going to leave? What sort of mark will you leave? What will people say about your life? Friends and family. What impact will you have on society? Because I believe we are all here, not by accident. We didn't evolve from, whatever they say that they try to say. We didn't evolve from monkeys. I believe that we are created after the image and likeness of God. And in such, we will have to give an account. We will be held accountable for what we have done, and in particular, how we have treated other people. That's all that I have for right now. Like, subscribe, share, follow, do all that YouTubey stuff. And until the next time, peace.